A portion of this video is brought to you by Cycling Zen's Goa. I'm back home in sunny Goa. After checking out the best of luxury that India has to offer, I'm now looking for stays that won't break the bank. I've chosen 3 of the best backpackers hostels in North Goa, and I'm going to pit them against each other to find the best one for your next budget stay in Goa.
The White Balcao is located in the heart of every tourist's favorite place in Panjim, Fontainhas, on a quiet alley really, so it's not really crowded, it's pretty quiet and it's very pretty. And come on, this is Panjim, you have everything over here. It's probably 5 minutes from the casinos as well, so I would say that this is an incredible location.
The next hostel is XOXO.
So this place is located in Anjuna, which is the hippie capital of Goa, and is one of the most happening places with the most popular clubs, Club Tito being one of the best ones, and XOXO property is owned by Club Tito. The best food and the best drinks and the best party in town. The closest beach to this place is Anjuna Beach, which is around 1.6 miles away. So ideally this hostel is not perfect if you want to be close to the beach.
If you do want to be very close to the beach, my next pick, which is further north in Morjim, may be for you.
This place is very well located. It's not beach facing, but it's around 5 minutes by car or bike to the beach, and most of the people over here end up renting a car or a bike for the duration of their stay.
The beach in question is the Morjim beach, which is rather special.
This is Morjim beach, and it's known for its olive ridley turtles that come to nest here.
Turtle spawning is an amazing sight, and if you come during October, it's possible that you may see this amazing phenomenon.
However, keep in mind there's no public transport at all, so you are supposed to kind of rent a bike or a car, and it'll be very difficult if you do not know how to ride or drive. So this is the most chillest vibe ever. I have a bottle of beer, I've ordered a crispy chicken, and I'll be reading this book.
If you prefer more excitement, I recommend the Arambol beach.
Hi, I'm here at Surf Wala, and it's my first ever surf lesson. I'm super excited. They even gave me something nice to wear.
You shouldn't use other people's cameras when they don't see.
It will record it now.
Yeah, a surprise for her.
So this class will be 90 minutes long. As of now, I have not even been on a standing paddle board, so I don't know whether I'll be able to learn to surf in this class, but at least I hope I can be able to stand on it.
Hey!
At Anjuna, everyone does Tito's Lane, the flea market and the beach. For a less touristy experience, I recommend the close-by but lesser-known Chapora River, which I visited with one of my favorite people, Sarjana.
You don't see me up in like 10 seconds.
We will immediately jump in, don't worry.
Thank you.
Easy? Coming. This is the reason I got her.
You can topple her on the way. You can topple her on the way.
How are you enjoying it, Sajjan?
I love it.
You've got to admit, kayaking among mangroves, super cool experience. Check out Cycling Zen for kayaking and biking tours across Goa, link in the description. Anjuna is also home to some super nice cafes and restaurants like this one, Holy Spells, run by Sarjana herself. Sarjana, by the way, is an expert on teas.
So this one that I'm talking about, this is blue pea, marigold and jasmine. So this has an aroma of jasmine tea and marigold also, and the color of blue pea. So I really love this color, which is like a bluish purplish color. If you really like something tangy, so this is a hibiscus tea. again full of vitamin C. About hibiscus and rhododendron is one thing common, vitamin C. You can eat these flowers, so I'm just putting the boiled water to it right here, and then we just wait for it to infuse a bit.
Is that purple, blue?
Yeah. And this is very mild yellow color.
These teas are some of the best I've tasted. Check out her place, Holy Spells in Chapora, the next time you're in Goa. As for the Fontainhas in Panjim, we have done 2 separate videos already. I'll link them below, so do check them out. Now back to the hostels.
So this is the 8-bed dormitory in the XOXO hostel by Tito's. There are 2 individual toilets and 2 individual bathrooms and a wash basin that's outside. So that would be really good for the early morning situation. So each bed in the dorm has white linen, white pillowcase covers and a colored blanket. There is an AC in the room. The mattress is quite soft and really comfortable. To go on the top berth, you need to climb these stairs. And each bed has its own individual fan as well. There is no individual lighting for the beds. So if you want to read in the night after the lights have gone off, that is something you wouldn't be able to do inside the dorm. Also, there are no curtains, so you wouldn't necessarily get the privacy that you require.
Privacy in the form of curtains was absent at Woke as well. However, these are the few differences.
So this dorm is a mixed dorm. When you enter it, there are 8 beds in the first room, and then there is a curtain that separates the 8-bedded room from another 4-bedded room, and there's another curtain that separates that same 8-bedded room into another 6-bedded room. So I'm currently in the dorm which has 6 beds, and in total between the 3 rooms, that's 8 beds plus 6 beds plus 4 beds, there are 2 separate bathrooms. So that bathroom there, immediately when you open it, it has a wash basin, and there are 2 partitions, one on the left and one on the right, and each of these partitions has a western commode as well as a shower, so you can have a bath and use the toilet in either one. However, that bathroom is a full-fledged bathroom, so when you open it, there is a western commode and a shower, and it's quite spacious. Also, each bed has 2 plug points, so you can charge your camera as well as your phone.
Besides that, the duvet was a tad more comfortable and there was a balcony with decent views as well. Also, Woke is the only hostel that has a female-only dorm. The others are mixed. Speaking of different dorms, the White Balcao is the only one that has a non-AC dorm, and these are the other differences.
There are 4 bunk beds in this dorm, so 8 beds in total. Each bed has a plug point, 2 plug points, a square pin plug point and a round pin plug point. There are no restrictions on putting on the AC and putting on the fan. You can put it on throughout the day, which is awesome because it's in Goa, and Goa is really, really hot. There's 1 mirror in the room. The bathroom is pretty good. It's very clean. I like the black and white flooring down, which just gives it an illusion that it's very clean. There's a huge mirror. Everything looks really pretty. Like, I would like to come bare feet into this bathroom and have a bath. It's amazing.
The cleanest was the White Balcao, and so for that reason alone, I would just barely choose it over the others.
Good morning, guys.
I had the best sleep at Woke. There were simply no disturbances.
Since this is an AC room and they had this amazing white duvet, which I love and I think is a must in any hostel or hotel if it has an AC. So overall, it was quite comfortable to put the duvet on my face every time there was any noise pollution or light pollution. So that was like awesome.
XOXO being in Anjuna was exactly as expected.
My dorm was kind of close to the bar where they had the music, and it's a 24/7 bar that's open. The music obviously reduced after a certain time, but it's still a lot of noise. So in that way, if you do come here, try to get a dorm or a room that is far away from the bar.
The White Balcao had no noise interruptions, but
There's no blanket, there's just a bed sheet. So because it's an AC room, it got quite cold in the night.
a note to all hostels though, curtains!
The XOXO hostel has the most beautiful architecture amongst all these hostels that I've visited. The A-frame houses at the back over there, they're so beautiful.
Apart from the nice architecture, XOXO also had a fully functional cafe/bar.
So there's constantly loud music being played here, and since it's in Anjuna, there's a real party vibe out here. Also another cafe here and an amphitheater where they have classes during the weekdays for dance and aerobics, and they also have a trampoline. Plus they have a pool.
The pool is an amenity that's also offered by Woke.
Early morning, the pool is empty and I'm the only one here. The pool is amazing because I think everybody just met and got to know each other because they were all in the pool together. There are a bunch of cabanas, so if you want to go and chill, all those cabanas over there are readily available. Really nice places also. Very scenic, Instagram worthy.
Besides the pool area, Woke also had a few other common spaces.
It has 2 common spaces on each floor. The common spaces are not really well built up as common spaces, but there's like a lot of space and a couple of chairs and everyone ends up just sitting over there. And there is a cafe that is attached to the hostel. I do not know whether it's owned by the hostel. The breakfast is not complimentary, none of the food is complimentary, but the food at the hostel is pretty good. The White Balcao has a couple of common spaces which are really pretty, and a couple of common bathrooms as well. All the common spaces have a lot of games that you can play in, like Jenga and a lot of board games really. There's a guitar if you want to play. There is no pool here since it's in Fontainhas, which is a very compact area. But there's a lot to do outside, so I don't think you would even use the pool. The place also offers a complimentary breakfast in the morning. That's awesome. And it has an attached cafe that serves the tastiest of coffees, teas, shakes, and juices. The vibe here is amazing. There's live music going on in the background, and it has a really fluent Portuguese vibe right here.
All 3 hostels provided Wi-Fi, but
So the thing is, there's no range in the room, and you do get Wi-Fi, but I've been trying to call up and use my Wi-Fi, and it seems to be quite spotty in the dorm. Upstairs, in the common space, it's fine. So it's okay to work with, but bad if you want to work in the room or do anything on your phone in the dorm.
the staff, by the way, at the White Balcao deserve a special shout out.
So the staff here are really sweet. There are a couple of girls who work down at the cafe, and they also take care of the hostel. Senya, my sister, comes here pretty often. Senya, what do you think of the staff here?
The staff at Woke, while competent and helpful, were a tad too rigid with the rules.
Certain other places, staff used to be really accommodative with checking in early and checking out late, and what you wear in the pool and things like that. But here they were pretty strict about following all the rules. Also, in all my previous hostels, the receptionist has taken me around and given me a tour of the property, which didn't really happen here.
I felt safe in all 3 hostels. They had security cameras and lockers for your stuff, although Woke was the only one to offer big enough lockers for your backpacks or suitcases.
Each bed has one locker that's so big so you can easily fit in your rucksack. I think even 75-liter rucksack will fit in there, and whatever you want will definitely fit in this.
There's a security guard at the entrance who monitors who comes in and outside the gate, but I'm not really sure whether he knows a whole list of people who live in the hostel.
Finally, the value. Clearly, Woke is the cheapest, but once you figure into the equation the cost of travel to the north, it's quite likely that these differences in room rates will not matter. Either way, Woke wins this category and the overall tally as well, but that does not really mean all that much. If it were up to me, I would choose the hostel solely based on location and the type of activities I want to partake in. All 3 hostels gave me good experiences, and I would not hesitate recommending any of them for your next budget stay. But what if you don't want to spend anything on your stay and still want to experience the true essence of Goa? Have a kayak or a raft with you? I have a painting assignment that I want to complete, and I made it into a challenge.
Here are the rules. I have to spend the next 24 hours on a kayak on River Sal. I cannot leave the kayak, and I must finish the painting by 12 p.m. tomorrow. At no point can I reach the banks of the river,
My dad's gone, so I'm pretty much going to be all alone without any companions for the next 24 hours. And I cannot die. So these are the only supplies I have with me. This is the stuff I bought from my lunch. Obviously, I have my art supplies. Then there's my camera kit over here. This is my sleeping bag. Don't fall in the water. So in this kit, I have a pillow. I have my eye mask. And I have Odomos. I also bought a rope so that I can tether the boat to one of the branches. And I also bought some supplies on Amazon, which I'm super excited to try out. First is this travel espresso maker. I cannot do without coffee. Then I have this bracelet, which is a survival bracelet. It has a compass on it, and it also has an inbuilt thing which I'm supposed to get a spark. Got it? Saw it. And finally is this very interesting product called the Life Straw. I haven't bought any water for this trip, and I'm going to be completely depending on the Life Straw. This Life Straw says that it's a personal water filter and it removes 99.99999% of bacteria, including E. coli, and it also removes 99.999% of protozoa as well, and it filters up to 4,000 liters of water. That is amazing. And this is what Red Cross gives to disaster zone survivors. I don't want to fall, but I don't think I can do that. Water directly from the river. I hope it works and I don't get diarrhea. And then after that, it finally comes in as a straw. So I'm going to be attempting to make a cheese sandwich now because I'm really hungry. Got some of these twigs which I'm going to be putting in the stainless steel vessel that I bought. A little bit of cotton also. So that's my theme. And light this cotton on fire. Okay, I hope it... Okay, there is a fire! I should have kept this ready. I can hardly see any fire though. This is ready. Yummy. I'm already so tired. My arms are killing me. I must say this is one of the most difficult workouts anyone can do. I think I can... My dad's just come. You seriously dropped your phone in the water?
Yeah. But anyway, thank God you are safe. I was really worried about you.
You can say something. Say something to all the people watching.
This is really fun, actually. I'm doing kayaking for the first time in my life. You made a spark out of this one?
Yeah, that was
See?
a spark. 60. Oh, it smells really good. So this is the coffee that we have made.
That's nice. But
you
only
don't have
no
to
sugar.
be fake.
No. It's not sweet. It's nice. Nice flavor.
But we just have little more time before it's dark. And once it gets dark, we're going to have a small barbecue which my family is preparing, and so that I can continue to be on the water and they're going to be on the banks. And then they're all going to leave and I'm going to be all alone for the night. But before that, I had to complete my painting. I went quite literal. That's me on a kayak on the river Sal. Got my fish. Soon though, the barbecue was ready.
And here's my family that's come to set up a barbecue. That's my brother Nilsson. My sister, you know. My mother, and you know my father because he was there for a lot of parts of the video. Two adventures! Oh god. Why did I take up this challenge? Okay, this is the branch that I want to tie to. Yep. Good job, good job. The day has been super tiring. I'm kind of scared because it's pitch black. The only reason you can see my face is because of the light. And I saw 3 water snakes today, so many frogs, so many spiders, like hundreds of mosquitoes. This is gonna be my